Hi, this is Kevin with KGMJAM, owner Pro Advertisers Club, a totally free site to advertise. Go to proadvertisersclub.com and start advertising for free today. They're doing it to us again. They're dropping more golden moments. Um, I have mixed feelings about it. I want to have them all, and it's of course every time they drop one, it gets it harder and harder. But at the same time, I do think it's a good thing. The more they drop, and there's a lot. They're dropping about 50 something thousand tomorrow, four different kind or five different kind. One, two, three, four, yeah, five different ones. So good luck. I mean, look, the more they drop, the more chances you have to at least get one. And what's the cost? The cost is going to cost. They're $60, so you can get any of the five for $60. Um, so I'll be there. You should too. What do you got to lose? But anyway, and then that's tomorrow at 8 or 11 Eastern time, 8 Pacific. Electra Comic is dropping, or statue, I mean, is dropping on Sunday, but we don't have the numbers yet. We'll have more tomorrow, but that's also at 11 a.m. So that should be pretty cool too. Again, I look at it as I got two chances to get something at a very good price that will hopefully go up in value down the road. Um, Going back to the Disney moments, and that's the only drops from all the sites that I deal with all day. For some reason, did not drop this week. I'll have to find out what's going on unless I missed it, but I didn't see it. I looked. Uh, Autograph is dropping those college cards, and the next one I believe is on the 22nd. So I'll make a video about that. But the Disney golden moments, okay? Here's the big question I don't have an answer. I'm putting it out there. If I would love to hear what you think it is. It doesn't. I don't care if it's right or wrong. I love puzzles, and this is a puzzle to me. And here's the puzzle. Okay, Disney just not, and Veve too. They just don't come up with something without a very long thought process, a very long roadmap, all this stuff. And here's the problem that's driving me nuts. Every single golden moment they drop ends in 333. Okay? Except one. Lady and the Tramp. All these are 333. 3,330. Now that's four threes, but all of them end in 333. 13,333, 10,333. You get the picture. Lady and the Tramp is 7,777. Four sevens. So I was getting this theory going that the 333, and it's not my original ideal because a lot of people have connected it to the 33 Club. The 33 Club is a real club in the physical world where there's only, I think, allowed at any one time 500 members, and it's movie stars. You get the picture. It's a very high end club, and um, so my theory was that, as well as other people, that it was going to be 33 Club on the metaverse, and it still could be. I don't know, but I took it one step further. I'm thinking they're going to label it the 333 Club so that it doesn't confuse with the physical world 33 Club. Maybe that's why they decided to end them all in 333. Okay. I personally do believe that all these golden moments will have a utility like an access pass to something on the metaverse. I don't know, but let's just take them for what they are. They're the first ever golden moments. And they're separate sets. That it's not all one set type thing. So you can collect the different sets, which is nice. But they all end in 333 except for Lady and the Tramp. That's the problem with me. I just it's driving me nuts. Why did all of a sudden for Lady and the Tramp they just go now it's going to be 7777? So I don't know, but I did find a couple things that has to do with that, and one right here is the Disney Signature Service and Vacation Planning. All the local numbers in Orlando end in 777. So I that's it. That's not that that would mean anything, but it does attach to the Disney Signature Service, which is a number you call, but it's a local number. If it was the 1-800 number, maybe that'd be a more powerful number, phone number, right? The Mickey Mouse figure, Euro 777. Okay, that's how many they made. The Walt Disney Uncle Scrooge, they're Euro coins, 7,777 pieces worldwide. So that number does mean something to Disney for some reason when they're selling collectibles. But so far, they've only attached it to Lady and the Tramp. So I don't know. The um, the actual number is a spiritual number, and it actually means one of the definitions is the combining of two perfect souls. And the Lady and Tramp is a love story. The two dogs are in love with each other. And they're in restaurant, so that's it's service. That's the best I can do. I haven't been able to find anything else. If you guys know anything, let me know. But I am convinced, or I believe that it could be the 333 club and some sort of access pass, could be some utility. Other than that, it might just be what they are, golden moments. Now, you did get, here's the two utilities that Disney's done that I know of. One is when you got the golden moments on the first drop of the first 11, when they dropped them all in 1 week, 5 sets of two, and then the Walt and Mickey, the partner statue, they also gave you a free year of Disney Plus. So they're, it's like, well, what's the big deal? It's $138, whatever. But still, that's an example. And then, of course, they dropped the comic for their Marvel Unlimited the other day. Yesterday, actually, as I made the video of it. But so those are two things they've done where the comic was actually a reverse, where they were trying to get the people from Marvel Unlimited to come over to Veve, and then that would expose Veve people, which is a lot. What, 2 million of us now would go over and sign up on Marvel Unlimited. It's absolute marketing genius. That's what they do for a living. They're good at it, and it's only the beginning. But I keep harping on Disney Plus, and to put it in perspective, and my numbers might be off, but that's not the point I'm trying to make, is the exact numbers. My point I'm going to try to make is how valuable Disney Plus is to Disney in its, beginning of its second year. It's only been around for 2 years. If I can't find the exact numbers, but it's already over half of the income for the Walt Disney Company. If I read that right. In fact, it's I thought it was like at 80%. But the point is for something that they just started, it's going to be most of their income going forward compared to. It doesn't mean they're getting rid of the cruise ships or the parks. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying, though, that's going to be their bread and butter. That's where they're going to make their most money, and until maybe the metaverse. But it's all going to tie in. And the Disney Plus is going to be there in the lead. Think about it. Netflix is like $40 gazillion in debt, and they have no sign of being able to get out of it. They got to keep producing stuff. Everybody pulled their stuff off their platform and is making their own streaming services. And I still got Netflix. I watch it. I just ain't got the time. That's another problem. All these platforms, eventually there's not enough time to watch everything they're making. There's just not. So that's what they're fighting for, is everybody's time now, not to mention whether they put good stuff. But let's get back to what I'm talking about. Netflix is 40 gazillion dollars in debt, going even deeper in debt. They're raising their prices like every 3 months now, it seems, and they're playing catch up. Disney just popped it up. Every single one of their inventory is just not paid for when they put it on there, but made a profit, a big time profit in the movie theaters, or has been making money for decades. Bambi, all the old Disney movies, all the TV shows, everything. Bam, bam, it's all paid for. Think about that. Their whole stock. Now the new stuff, they're it's costing them money, like the new Star Wars shows and the new Marvel shows. So there is a little bit, yeah, that they're going to have to pay. But they're in a great position with that Disney Plus, and they're using Veve, NFTs, and the metaverse and tying that all together. You want to learn the product on your investments. Go go study Disney Plus and go study Marvel Unlimited, the new comics coming out. Now they're 6 months behind, but that's probably a good thing. It gives you a better perspective. But what I'm saying is, watch what they're doing with the comics, the storyline, and then the NFTs, and that can give you kind of a clue of where they're heading and what they're trying to do. Again, it's not the big picture, but it gives you an idea of what they're doing. That's why you see all these random comics dropping. Why that comic? Why that issue? Because it has something to do with the storyline on Disney Plus, the movies, and everything they're tying in together. And then of course we got the metaverse coming up. Check this out. Disney partner statue NFT owners granted free lifetime access to all Disney parks. I could label my video that, and maybe I'll get the most views I ever had, but it's not true. What is true is the guy, whoever he is starting a petition, and he's got 445 signed signatures. I don't know what that would. I don't know if Disney even has to pay attention to a petition. Like it's not a legal thing. Like you can make them do it, but I guess it's to get their attention. Look, Disney knows what they're going to do. We don't. We can only guess. We can have fun doing it, and of course be responsible when don't go and work at your house to get all these golden moments, because at the end of the day they just might be golden moments that had a little bit of utility and they're moving on to something else. But it's fun to think that, like the Lord of the Rings, you know, all the rings and the one rings to bind them. Is Walt Disney, if the partner statue, if they're all access passes, does the Walt statue let you get into all of them? That's the kind of thing, like it's the big daddy, so it's over everything else and controls everything else. And then again, it might just be a simple gold statue collectible, and that's all it will ever be. That's rare. That will be the value, and people will just want to own it. Um, but of course, if they do drop the more utility they drop on it will make it skyrocket. Now, is it in their best interest to add utility to these, or anything that could increase the value? Yeah. Why? Every time it gets bought and sold, they get 6% forever. Now they can always just go drop something else and make money that way. So I guess they don't have to do it. They're not dependent on that money, but a company that really knows how to maximize its profits, I could see why they'd want to make these something that people will drive up the value and sell and make that 6%. But they don't have to if they don't want. There's nothing. They're in the best position you can be when you're trying to do something, and that is it's pretty much whatever they want to do. Terra Virtua dropped more comics today. Red Sonja, that's an old Marvel comic. It was bought out by Dynamite, and they have the license now. Um, is there a chance? Conan, uh, Conan the Barbarian, Red Sonja, and them, they're both in the same world, and they have done team ups before. So could Disney and Marvel, like they do with Sony, go to Dynamite and say, hey, let us borrow Red Sonja because her comic sells more than the Marvel comics. Not in the NFT form, but in the real world, they sell out every time they put out a Red Sonja comic. So what's the odds that they're going to go to Dynamite and say, hey, we want to make a movie or a Disney Plus show with Conan the Barbarian and the hottest redhead warrior woman. It's going to be a great show, et cetera, et cetera. Boom. All of a sudden, these $6.99 comics over at Terra Virtue are worth, all of a sudden now they're on the radar. But they're still not sold out. They've got mint runs of 1,000 or less, and they can't sell out. If that comic was over on Veve, it'd been sold out in half a second and be worth tens of thousands of dollars. Something as small as a print run. So that proves to me it's not just the comic; it's the platform. Veve's really got it going on when it comes to that. They just it's if you go to any of these other sites, they just don't sell out. Autograph can sell out, but they're not selling the mint numbers like Veve and all that. But and Terra Virtue just sells a lot of its stuff out, but the comics haven't been the same. You'll see what I mean if you go over there and check them out. But they drop it differently. They drop them all at once, and you can pick which mint numbers is left when you get there. It's pretty nice. I try to keep one of each or maybe two. I'm Vaporilla and Red Sonja from the 70s, and that's my time frame. So growing up, I was born in the 60s. I'm not that old, but so if you're younger than that, you might not really know about these two characters. They used to be kind of like a heavy metal type area in the comic rack type thing. So yeah, that's it. So hey, if you got any idea, I don't care how crazy it is about why Disney all of a sudden just said let's. I know they just didn't all of a sudden just do it by chance. There's a reason, but if let me hear it, and then I'll share it in another video, and we'll write down all these ideals and see if we're right, see how close we were, if at all. And I guess that's it. So good luck tomorrow on the drop. I'm excited. This is a drop that I haven't been excited for drops in quite a while. Not even on the Woody and the Pixar, but the Golden Moments. If you can get one of these, you're doing good. So, all right. Thank you for watching and have a nice night.